Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. Just in case if you're new here, my name is Clay. I do makeup here. If that's something that you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and turn on my bell post notification. In today's video, I'm going to do a pride look. If you're interested in seeing how I came from looking like this onto looking like this, make sure to stay tuned after the intro. If you don't watch this video all the way through to the very end, you are extremely homophobic, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on my bell post notifications. First things first, I'm going to do is I'm going to prime. I'm going to take a little bit in my hand like that and just rub that all over the face. I'm going to be making a lot of content through Pride Month, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some foundation. Of course, I'm going to use House Labs because the gays. And I'm just going to go ahead and just buff that out because you should follow me on Instagram. Link is in my bio also. And politics has been hot and heavy, and the Republicans have already been grifting and rage baiting already. Yeah, that's been fun. I'm going to go ahead and apply some concealer, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit of politics. And before anyone tries to get in my comment section and tell me to stay out of politics and just do my makeup, I'm gay. And it's Pride Month, and this administration has attacked the LGBT in so many different ways. And everyone's defined by their gender that they were at conception. Do you know what that means? Even if you're a man, you're a woman. The court has already approved him to go ahead and do like a trans ban for the military right before Pride Month and all kinds of stuff. And like, honestly, he's trying to roll back on so many different things on like gay rights, reproductive rights, and all kinds of bullshit. And honestly, it's just sickening. Not in a good way. So if you're concerned about this country, so we have a midterm elections coming up pretty soon. That is for your Congress and also for half of the senators. I believe the Congress and the Senate is the most important part of government because they are the purse and they are the ones who are making the final decisions what gets to go through. Unless if it's an executive order, which the president does have limited power, but this current Congress and also Senate doesn't give a fuck about that. They believe the president should have free reign and full power, which is anti-Republican, by the way, but like that confuses the fuck out of me. But, and also I've seen several different politicians recently who claim to be Republican, which is wild. So they're not in support of small government anymore. Wow, has the party has changed since I left. Yes, I was a former log cabin Republican, by the way. Left after when Donald Trump became president halfway through. I thought it was just going to be a speed bump within our party at the time. Oh, I was so wrong. They might as well just go ahead and call themselves fascist Democrats at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some setting powder. And if you're truly concerned about our government at the moment and also our country and the way things are going, there is a link in my bio for govote.org. It will give you the instructions on the updated laws on how to get registered to vote. And also, if nothing has changed within the registration policy by now, which this is pre-recorded, by the way, with so many months in advance, you should be able to apply online unless they went through with their ruling of you have to do it in person. If you're not registered to vote, go get registered to vote and do your research on your politicians and vote for the people who best align with your moral compass, because Congress and the Senate is a little different than a presidency. Yeah. If you're concerned about reproductive rights, vote for a candidate that will support reproductive rights. If you're concerned about gay rights, then vote for a candidate who will be able to support your gay rights. And also, if you're concerned about like welfare benefits and stuff like that, vote for a candidate who supports welfare benefits. If you're in support of guns, then vote for a candidate who supports guns. I ain't gonna tell you how to vote. I will judge you from afar, how you vote, but I'm not going to tell you how to vote because that's not my damn business. What I will encourage you to do is to go vote, because your senators and your Congress people are the most important people. I don't care about the president. What's next? I'm gonna go ahead and apply some bronzer. How have y'all been? Hope y'all are doing great. Hopefully this administration is not driving you too crazy, and I hope life in general is going great for you and beautiful. Right now, life updates with me. I have went ahead and switched banks by the time this is uploaded because I am tired of my current institution because I'm with a credit union. I'm gonna say which one because I don't want to be potentially hacked, but I'm with a credit union and they decided to mislabel their overdraft charge on me as Spectrum, which Spectrum is a cable company. Basically, I noticed that Charter Spectrum took out their payment early on me, and I knew I was not going to have sufficient enough funds to be able to cover that. So I went ahead while it was in the pending stage and added a little more funds into the account where when they do end up withdrawing, it won't go into the negative. But what they decided to do was to go ahead and charge me the overdraft fee anyways and label it as Spectrum. Their excuse for that shit was, I'm gonna apply some blush now. Well, we were just labeling it as that so that you know what it caused by. No, that is a predatory practice that many for-profit banks use, which it is a deceptive practice, which is not clearly disclosing your fees and to your consumers. Because I looked all stupid because I didn't know what this Spectrum charge was. It was for $30. I called up Charter Spectrum. They're like, we don't have any record for that. Go contact your bank. That has to be fraud. Someone's impersonating us. And then when I reached out to my bank about it, they're like, that's actually from us. And they acted so dismissive about it. It was like, wait a damn minute. I am an 18-year client. And you're treating me like this? I sent like an email to their customer complaints line letting them know that this is a predatory practice. You're acting like a for-profit. It was ridiculous. And they had the audacity to say, well, this is going to be a courtesy refund for one time for this year. Cute. They make thousands of dollars off of me a year, just off of my interest of my loans for my car, my personal notes, my credit cards, and all kinds of shit. That's how they make their money off of you, by the way. It's not by, oh, I'm gonna skip this step. It's not by you paying everything on time, you never getting a fee from them. No, the way that they make money off of you is through fees. It's through fees. Yeah. They acted like they did me a favor. They're supposed to be a nonprofit. And they went on like this whole campaign back when, a few months ago, when the administration wanted to start reevaluating who these nonprofit credit unions, seeing if they're acting as like a predatory bank. And they had all their clients to sign a petition saying, don't tax my credit union. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. You did all this whole PR campaign, how you're a nonprofit, but you're acting as a for-profit. First off, we put like a $5 deposit in the account to become shareholders. I have several different accounts like that, several different $5 deposit accounts, which is why I get a dividend every single year, why we all get a dividend every single year. Which it ain't much of a dividend. It's only like $65 because I'm an owner. I own part of the company. Well, it's not a company. It's a credit union. But still, you're treating me like I'm not shit. I'm an 18-year client. I've been there longer than most people have. I was like, fuck this. I was like, if you're gonna act like a for-profit, then I'm gonna go to a for-profit bank. I'm with one of the best banks in Tennessee in the southeast region of the United States, and they're going to work with me on a lot of things. I'm going to go ahead and put on some highlighter. Sorry about that rant and that tangent, but if your credit union is acting up, this is not even about pride. Anyways, if your credit union is acting like a for-profit, it's probably time to switch to another credit union or to a for-profit bank, which we have like 4 credit unions in town, and like that one's technically the best one. And I was like, fuck this. When I end up moving up north or out in California, I'll probably go back with one, but as of right now, no. And the funny thing about it is tied with another credit union. And it's recognized as one of the best credit unions in America. And they're treating their clients like shit. The practices are sort of weird, and I'm starting to catch it, and a lot of people are, and a lot of people are getting sick of them, that they literally trap you in debt. They force your loyalty with them. Literally everyone I've spoken to is like, they'll get you a car loan, they'll get you a personal note, they'll get you a $5,000 credit card and a $1,000 credit card. They'll make sure that, and they'll set it up in a way that interest is actually pretty high. Even I spoke to my for-profit bank. They were like at first concerned about I switching over my loans to them because they really can't compete with that credit union because like their rates are so low. I read them off my interest rate and they're like, that's actually pretty high for a car note. Yeah, that's not that great. Exactly. I'm working with them to get my credit up a little more where I can be able to get like a lower rate when I transfer to them. I'm going to go ahead and apply some lip gloss, some plumper lip gloss by NYX because minorities. And I'm just going to apply that on the lower lip and rub that in. Cute. And I'm going to quickly do my brows. I'm going to use Believe Beauty because of the Dollar General and also it's affordable. Oh, that has pepper in it, don't it? Black pepper. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that through the brows. I'm a little tired, by the way, if you can't tell. I'm a little more talkative than usual, and I have a lot to talk about. Anyways, let's go back to this whatnot of a president real quick. I almost put on mascara. We're going to go ahead and, no, I need to put eye primer on. Where's my eye primer? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and put on the Juvia's Place eye primer because it's minority owned, and I've been using this for years. You can look at all my other videos. Yes. I use this primer every single time. It's one of the best. It is the best eye primer on the market. Period. And I'm just going to take this foundation brush and sort of just push it around. Yes. We're going to go ahead and put on some eyeshadows. I'm going to use this Five Below palette. I've done a few swatches. It looks promising. There's a lot of repeating shades in it. But this looks promising. It is $5 too. And you do get like a good amount of shadows in it. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Here we go. We're gonna do a beautiful rainbow eye because of Jesus. So here we go. I'm gonna start off with this red in the inner corner. No, I'm gonna start off with this yellow because I'm gonna put some gold in the inner corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on. That's actually kind of pigmented for yellow. Probably yellows do not show up on me at all. Slay! Now I'm going to go into this orange right here. And yes. That's a little more muted. Maybe I need a packing brush. We're going to try that again. Yeah, that's pigmented. I don't know how long this will last. My tooth is hurting from the lip plumper. A little bit got on my tooth. Kind of muted, but it's okay. It's layerable. Oh, thank God. Well, I'm going to zoom in. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I could tell. I took like a 2-week break from recording, but you can't tell because I've been uploading. There we go. Anyways, let's talk about this flop knot of a president. I'm going to go on with this red now. He took a fucking bribe. It's a bribe. I don't care what anyone says. It's a bribe. From the, I believe it was Saudi Arabia, of a plane. Being like, it would be stupid of us not to take this as a gift. During his first presidency, he criticized about like politicians taking bribes from Saudi Arabia at one point. It was like, Lord Jesus. I'm gonna go in with this purple now. Also, take the fuck away with the Department of Education. What the fuck? I'm gonna put the pigment. Oh my gosh. Yes. I normally don't say this. Get this fucking palette. This is a $5 palette. It's doing better than Morphe. I'm gonna go in with this blue now. And also, he got fucking JFK over the Department of Health. What the fuck? Oh, Lord help. Did you see that shit from like where they were doing like a very intense. I'm gonna go with this green now. Neon green. That very intense, what's it called? Where they make sure that the different secretaries of the departments are doing their job right. Dang it. She's over the military, I know that. Or like border control. I forgot exactly. I don't care. But they were raking her through the fucking rails because she already spent through her entire budget within less than 6 months out of a 4 fucking year period. Oh my god. Lord Jesus. We're screwed. And the economy has already been fucking rocky. I'm gonna go in with this highlighter in the inner corner. Rocky as hell. Their fucking stock market dropped like crazy. Then like he relieved the tariffs. Then like his billionaire buddies already became like several $1 million richer off of that bullshit. Crypto is high as hell, which is a bad sign for the US dollar because it means it's losing a lot of value. Well, underneath, because like during the Biden administration, Bitcoin was at its fucking lowest because like our dollar actually had fucking value. Now that Flopknot's in fucking office, our dollar has lost so much value where Bitcoin is worth over $100,000. The fuck? Damn, I should have fucking invested in a crypto when it was low. But it kept on dropping. I was like, okay, this is good while it lasted. Made a little bit of money off of Shiba Inu. So I just didn't look at it. I didn't know it was over 100,000 until someone brought it up. Some kind of app brought it up. I was like, it's not over 100,000, is it? Then I googled it. I was like, holy shit. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And I'm just gonna keep on rambling because why the hell not? That's all we gotta do at this point. Is just ramble our way through all this bullshit. And I'm just like, help. We're screwed. We're so fucking screwed. They literally fucking did insider trading. That brush sucks. Then you have Diana Harshberger, which is my district representative, by the way. She knows me by name by now because I write her every single day. I literally send her faxes now because like, I'm not wasting the gas on that. But there is a website where you can send free faxes, up to 3 separate faxes a day with 5 separate faxes a day with 3 letters attached to it. I make sure everything's in one letter because I just ain't got time to write multiple pages. I can if I want to, but so I send her a fax every day. But anyways, she has the audacity to accuse a member of Congress to have a weapon in his cane and also call him boy when he's black. Then she used a term which is commonly used here in the South as like, I just wanted to grab them up over there and just shake them. No, what she said exactly was, I just want to go over there and just grab a few of them up. That means grab a few of them up and shake them. That means get rough with them. That's a threat. I reported her to the ethics board. Then she called trans people during that same podcast fairies. I'm gonna have to go back in and repack this with red because this is looking patchy now. Then she tried to push it off as like, oh my gosh, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You know what you did. I forgot to do this, bro. And this was the same bitch who decided to vote against codifying gay marriages with the Respect of Marriage Act and refused to roll back and dismantle Bill Clinton's, I'm trying to remember the name of the bill exactly, it's been did away with for a while, the Sanctity of Marriage Protection Bill, something like that. It was like trying to prevent from gay marriages becoming a thing ever because the sanctity of marriage. She refused to vote against, take that down. because like marriage is supposed to be in between a man and a woman according to the Bible. Most of homosexuals and most people don't practice Christianity. Yeah, it is one of the world's biggest religions, but at the same time, your religion should not be dictating over everyone's lives. Everyone has a different lifestyle, and that's okay. As long as it's between consenting adults and people who are right of mind, that's okay. Which also, I'm just wondering when exactly is he going to start trying to roll back on our healthcare rights again for the gays and also the trans people. Because he did that last time. He tried that shit last time. I'm just wondering when exactly is he going to bring back Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Start banning gay people from serving too. Because the way it's looking, we're going to end up in a war at this point. Yeah. By the way, I'm gay. Nice to meet you. If you haven't figured that shit out already. And this whole first 6 months of his presidency has been a hot fire mess. And I've seen many of Republicans regret their vote now. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean this up underneath the eyes because this looks like a mess over here especially. Oh my gosh. There we go. Let's sharpen that bitch up. A little bit about me. I'm single, and if you could put up with me rambling all day, hit me up. I'm not even going to put on lashes because fuck that shit. I don't do that no more. I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara. Ew. Fun fact. There are more kids with measles than there is trans kids in sports. Isn't that interesting to know? There are more kids with measles in Texas than there is trans kids in sports. Yeah, help us. I'm about ready to say, fuck it, let's join Canada. And I'm not the biggest fan of Canada either, and I'm about ready to say that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. I'm gonna take a little bit of the sponge and pop out underneath the eyes. Damn, I look pretty. Okay, and this is the completed look. Let's zoom in a little bit with the hair down. Oh my gosh. Yes, queen. Bitch, yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Iconic. And this is the completed look. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed me rambling and you want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and let me know down in the comment section below. And with that being said, I do thank you for watching. Feel free to share this to all your friends. And with that being said, and this is the complete look. If you enjoyed me rambling and also doing makeup, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe and share all this videos to all your friends. And with that being said, I do thank you for watching. Remember to do all things with love. And until next time, bye. Damn, I look pretty. Oh my gosh. Zoom in. Oh my gosh. Looks so damn good. Zoom in a little more. Yes. Bye. Love you. Like, comment, and subscribe or you're homophobic. So subscribe.